My name is Fredy González. I'm a professor at the University of Colorado Boulder in history. And this year I'm affiliated with Academia Sinica at the Institute of Modern History. And I'm looking at the 20th century, what their political connections are with mainland China. So my project is on political connections between overseas Chinese, specifically the Hongmen organization, also known as the Triads, and mainland China. So I specifically look at their work during the 20th century and their connections with mainland Chinese political organizations. Over the course of this year, I've been able to look at several archives in Taiwan, specifically the Kuomintang archives at the Central Party headquarters, the Institute of Modern History at Academia Sinica, and also Academia Historica, both representing the archives of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Through that, I think it's been the critical first step of what I consider to be a multi-year project that will eventually involve looking at archives in the Chinese diaspora. So archives in, for example, the Philippines, Canada, and Peru, among others. So hopefully the result of this will be a book-length project on the Triads, and it'll actually be the first book on the Triads ever written by an American academic. The United States is more and more a diverse country, and in the past 30, 40 years, it's really received a lot of influence from newcomers, from immigrants from all different backgrounds. And we know that right now there's a lot of political sensitivity around the issue of immigration and newcomers. And so I've always thought that it's important to research immigrants themselves, to really bring them out into the light and understand not only who they are as people, but the way that they think. I think that not only highlights cross-cultural communication, so it encourages mutual understanding between the host society and the newcomers, but also is a way of heightening the immigrant experience in its own right. So the way that I've interpreted the Fulbright mission is, in addition to my research, which I've tried to work really hard at, is also just to be an ambassador for the United States and to be like a good representative of the United States abroad. We know that people abroad can sometimes misbehave, and so I've tried to always kind of present a really nice picture of the US. For me as a person of color, it's also been really important to present the United States as a diverse place, and to talk about the United States having multiple cultures that still count equally as American. So with my friends, for example, with my really good friends, I will teach them Spanish, and they in return will teach me Taiyu. And so it's been really, really cool to kind of have this interchange of minority cultures as well. I had a really great experience at my home institution, the Institute of Modern History. To start, Academia Sinica is gorgeous. It's a vast, beautiful campus on the eastern edge of Taipei. And it incorporates several different research institutions which have so many, a wealth of activities for scholars. So for me especially, this incorporated not only the Institute of Modern History, but also the Institute of History and Philology. The really big opportunity for me is that they organize talks from scholars that ordinarily would not make it to the United States. So especially scholars from mainland China, from Taiwan and from Southeast Asia that have the opportunity to come here. It was really, really wonderful for me to be able to obtain the results of their research, to be able to share knowledge and to meet new people. For scholars like me at this point in my career, it's really rare to obtain the opportunity so early to begin work on a second book project. And so I'm really grateful to the Fulbright Foundation and to Fulbright Taiwan for giving me this opportunity to come for a full year to Taiwan to really begin work on this second project.